What's up guys, Andrew Baena, and today I will be explaining my live guitar rig that I use in my band Galactic Pegasus. So the first thing I want to talk about is the three guitars that I use. The first one is a 7-string guitar. It was made by Fast Guitars and it is their Orion model. So this is a fan fret 7-string. It has a 25.5 inch to 26.5 inch scale length. It has Fast Guitars' own designed pickups as well as their own bridge design, and it has some Goto locking tuners. Now this particular guitar has a swamp ash body, a swamp ash top, and a roasted maple with Venge stripes for the neck. This guitar is not green in an obvious way as most of my other guitars are. However, all of the swamp ash is actually filled in with a glow-in-the-dark green. Also, all of the frets are glow-in-the-dark green as well. Moving on to guitar number 2, this is another Fast Guitars. This time it is an 8-string and it is their Roamer model based off of like a Jazzmaster shape. This one has what I like to call an avocado burst finish with a nice spalted maple top, again a swamp ash body, and a roasted maple neck with Venge stripes. This time it has hipshot locking tuners and a hipshot bridge, not Fast Guitars' own hardware design there. And it also has custom slanted bare knuckle cold sweat pickups. So moving on to the final guitar, this is a refinished Ibanez RG852 Prestige 8-string guitar. This one used to be their Galaxy Black, sparkly black finish, and I got it refinished in neon green in honor of Justin Lowe from After the Burial. This one has Seymour Duncan blackout pickups, Goto locking tuners, and I think it's just a basswood body, no top, rosewood fingerboard, nothing too fancy, but it does play pretty awesome. So now that I got the guitars out of the way, we'll move on to the other stuff. So the very first thing in my signal chain is the Horizon Devices Precision Drive pedal. So on this pedal, I have the drive turned all the way down, and I actually don't use it for any additional gain. I use it more of like a boost pedal. I find that it cuts out a ton of the low, muddy frequencies, which is super necessary since I primarily use 8-string guitars, and they're tuned really low. So I want to get rid of a lot of that low end so that our bassist has lots of room in our live sound. So that's the very first thing in my signal path. And then from the precision drive, it goes straight into the Kemper. Now the Kemper has a EVH 5153 profile loaded. I found this for free on Kemper's Rig Exchange. It was made by somebody named Fraginers or something like that. I'll post a link to it in the description below. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy on this pedal. It's got a noise gate. In addition to the noise gate built into the precision drive, just so I get that like super tight percussive sound a la, you know, every gent band ever. I also have a clean patch and a lead patch, which again were just two profiles that I found. I haven't really looked into them too much because they sounded good out of the box and I kind of left them as is. Moving on, the next part of my rig is actually a Kemper switch pedal, which basically is just an A-B switch, so that when I play live, I can switch between my rhythm tone, my lead tone, and my clean tone. So then the Kemper goes out into the Panama Shaman 20-watt head. Now, I actually just use this head pretty much as a power amp. So it's got a completely flat EQ. Every knob on the front is just set right at 12 o'clock, other than the volume, of course. And I have it set to the clean channel at 20 watts, and that's pretty much all I'm doing there. And that goes into the Panama Extended Range cab, which has one 12-inch speaker and one 10-inch speaker. And the reason for the different sizes of speakers rather than being two 12-inch speakers, as most cabs of this size are, is that it's supposed to kind of help with lower tuned guitars. Again, because I don't really want a bunch of that muddy bass in my guitar tone. So this kind of helps alleviate that and get rid of it a little bit. It also has two attenuators on the back, so you can kind of, you know, turn up one speaker and turn down the other if I so please. However, I just leave both at max and it sounds great to me. So that's pretty much it for my guitar rig. If there's anything that you think I missed, or if you have any questions about any of the gear that I use, please let me know in the comments below. I hope this was somewhat informative, and thank you guys for watching.
We've got some green guitars. We've got this beautiful toaster. There's soap on that one.
Soap?
Soap bars.
Ah, soap bars.
Soap bars.
Ah,
And
remember that.
There's a pedal up here,
Yeah.
which should really be on the floor.
No, that's not part of the guitar rig.
That one does tones and shit.
Yeah, what's
There's
that?
a cab over here. And the purple thing up there.
Okay.
And that's the Kemper bag.
Yeah, good job.